Okay, there's that. Let's get TeamSpeak audio to go on through. I don't know why OBS just decided to restart all my features there. Why is... What is going on here? So we have
I
this.
must have turned TeamSpeak down.
That's them, but why am I
Do
not
not
getting...
have... Okay.
Why are we doing... Why is my virtual cable not inputting TeamSpeak? Time's frozen right now. It'll resume when you guys decide to start. It's going into morning.
Okay, 5 a.m. Okay.
Why? Can you guys hear them, by the way? If you can hear them, then I won't fix it right now because I have no idea why my virtual cable isn't going through a separate channel, but that's weird. I mean, it's set to go through the virtual cable, so why is it...
Does the mod keep mag count? Like rounds in your mag?
Yes.
Neat.
Let's give him a warm
Yeah, it
welcome,
does.
shall we?
Oh, I have a P99. Okay, I got an extra gun that I can put in here.
This. I can put my weapon in my gun bag.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd trust
Ace.
that.
Did you
Okay.
get anything?
I mean,
That's fine.
I wouldn't really-
As long as you guys can hear everything, that means the video can hear everything.
I did it once.
Because I don't know, does it
won't
take
list it for the
space
second
from
time.
your...
No.
Is this a separate
Here, what I'm gonna
pocket?
do is I am going
How big is
to...
the
It's the messenger bag
It's like the
compared
prison
to
pocket.
regular
You never know.
backpacks.
You just shove it in there.
Yeah, alright, so they're being heard through my main audio, which is
How big
weird
the
because normally
messenger
I
bag
set it through
compared to other backpacks?
a different channel, but...
Not particularly big.
Don't you love it when, I think I had a Windows update. That's probably what screwed everything up.
There's a Walther P99 in here, and I'm pretty sure it takes these 30-round mags.
That's gonna be... That's annoying. Oh well, gotta make things work now. Yes, so we're gonna do hospital plot now. And hospital plot has some interesting stuff. Because we have this little side powwow. And then we have the hospital, which I'll spawn the bodies in while they're moving. And we'll see what they decide to do. But yeah, the zombies are getting very active. They're very angry. And I think we're waiting for another... We still have 5 minutes, but...
Do you have a range optic for that, Cherry?
They're somewhat
How
geared.
many rounds do you have for it?
And we'll see how things go. How would you get the Zeus camera to hear local voices? It's a setting in TFAR Beta.
CCO, and you
So
take
if you
the
use
RCO.
TFAR Beta as your communications mod instead of TFAR Acre, you can set it that way. Music is a little loud? Okay. Wow, really? You know, I know why. It's because normally we don't have the music spliced with the audio. The audio is on a separate track, which I have a little louder, but whatever, we'll make it work.
Carry an extra gun that doesn't even affect my weight.
I still can't believe, like, why...
I don't think so, because I couldn't put my
Okay.
pistol in there.
So that means if you find like a...
I'm just gonna
LMG or
take a look
something
at this.
silly like that.
Alright, I have 4 full 30-rounders and a 20-rounder, so I have 100.
I'm gonna have to go ask Yasho if he's awake and say, hey, Windows broke my thingy, how do I...
And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and some round mags for my Beretta.
I can't even put this mode. It's fine, I can't put this.
Okay, so that got them to speak. Now here's the funny thing, can you still hear them? Because this would mean that my voice meter thing is working. Yeah, so you can still hear them, they're just not coming through my headset. So that means a button and voice meter got
Does
borked.
this Geiger counter work passively? Liru?
Oh, that's because I think voice meter crashed. Oh. And how am I still able to hear things? If voice meter crashed... Weird.
We do have
Gravel up.
Zeds
Clean water.
2R016.
Oh, and that just crashed Arma.
I don't have a
Keck.
Also, I think we got
you don't have
some
cookies.
antivirus.
I have a CBRN
pills.
suit and a pistol. Let's go.
Okay,
Yeah, we
there
got
we go.
antivirus pills and
See, now they're a
injectable.
little louder.
To
So,
the,
yeah,
quick
voice meter
little
banana
teasers
just
of
crashed and was
the
giving me
guys are
feedback,
buried
even though when it crashes, it
there's
normally doesn't keep
72.
going.
Anti-radiation pills.
Oh, yep, eyes on him.
All right.
I'll be back in a sec. My game
Is there
crashed.
no vest in any of these?
No.
Not that I saw.
So
No
there we
vests, no
go.
backpacks.
Now YouTube's giving me audio rendering errors.
Oh, I know
What?
what's wrong.
Mosin Nagant. There's a Mosin Nagant clip in here. And I think I might have put one in here
What?
also.
I think Loster had the Mosin.
Still a morphine and some bandages. Are there any bandages in here?
It's the damn helmet. That's why I can't hear you.
Oh.
YouTube
Did you have a Lee
completely
Enfield? Did I see
broke,
someone with a Lee
I
Enfield?
got a car.
Oh.
and it won't let me play my beast battle.
Get my World War II guns mixed up.
What gun are you using, Cherry? I've never seen that gun before.
There's blood on the front of your mask. You
Mosin
might want to.
SVR.
Oh,
Hmm.
shit.
So basically a modified Mosin.
What the fuck?
All right, there's nothing
Someone
in this
with
tent.
Too much
Like-
time on their hands. A little too much nostalgia, I guess.
Just watching the zombies.
Whatever you got
really
available, you gotta
choose.
work with, man.
So, where?
Do you have
Right
binoculars?
there.
I'd modify like.
I don't want to shoot
The
him 'cause I don't
situation the
wanna
way it is,
cause
they'll
any
make
more
the
to come at
face
us.
mask.
Sadly, the M9
Do you have
I have
binoculars?
is probably more effective.
I got- I have some.
Okay.
Because it doesn't, I mean,
Where did you get that helmet?
it only seems to take one shot
Cherry
to
gave it to
bring
me.
them down.
Cherry, where'd you get that helmet?
Why does
Sitting
it
on the floor.
break everything
Okay.
when Windows updates?
Oh yeah, did you guys check these buildings?
I did.
Hi, Cherry.
Oh,
Because now I'm not getting
Wait,
any
where's that
audio
Cherry
from the
from?
game.
Or what?
yeah.
Was this tent here all the
Oh,
entire time?
I think it's been there, but it's been empty.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna take this guy out. He's slowly meandering towards us.
Do anyone with a quieter weapon?
Anybody got a silencer? A suppressor? I mean,
Nope.
I'll use
Oh.
the pistol.
Pistol probably quietest.
Don't miss. I don't want to waste the
Okay.
ammo. Yeah,
Okay.
Window gets a little bit closer.
I'll get him. Okay.
Okay, I'll just stop.
Let's.
He doesn't care at all that you're shooting at him. Okay, now he cares. Are you gonna shoot him, or do you want me to shoot him? There you go.
Okay. Third time's the charm.
Now
Is
watch
it fourth?
north and make sure.
Now,
nothing
why am I
comes
not
back
getting any
at us.
game audio?
Yeah, the one
Was
that
there no better gun than that? Stevens, did you at least
No,
get a
that's it.
pistol with a lot of rounds?
Nope.
If
Did someone take the
Stevens-
P99?
I've got the P99, it's all I got.
You took the 30-round mags?
There was only the one full mag in there.
Yeah, we're
No.
running a little light.
Do the 30-round 9mm mags not work on that?
The one I grabbed did. Where are the
There's
others?
4 more
Ah,
full
there's-
30-round 9mm
these-
mags.
All right,
Yeah,
music's
they're
going
really
okay.
They're
Now I gotta
definitely-
figure out why Arma's
Fuck
audio
you.
is borked.
Yeah, but-
I don't think they fit in my backpack.
I'll see if I can carry him.
Can we...
Is weakening be an issue?
I might cut this
There's
even for the
a-
VODs channel.
There's
I'd
a
love to
section
strip
of
the mag out.
silos
Yeah,
with
I would
the-
love to be able to strip the ammo
Someone
out and
wants it,
repack the
tell me.
mag.
Yeah.
Now,
I'll see if we
game,
can
give
work
me
something
audio.
like that out for next phase.
If
Sweet,
either
okay.
Stevens or Pike
Someone
has
see if that zombie has loot.
Walls of
Alright,
War, there's
never
a
mind, sorry,
bag
good.
on the
I gotta
lighthouse
put this up
steps.
because I'm going to,
Oh, is it a good bag? I'll get it.
No, it's just a little messenger bag.
so I can
Oh,
put
it's
my
better than
stuff up. But now we're
Better
good.
than
Now we're
nothing.
good. Now we're
Give
good.
me that P99.
You know, it's a cursed bag, though. You know.
A cursed bag?
It is a cursed
I'm gonna
bag.
take this since
Take
it
the mag.
has. It has. I have many mags.
Okay.
That's the
All
extra
right,
mag
we
for-
unborked everything. We unborked
the Beretta.
everything. And I still came in as
Oh, you did
LCPL
get a
Liru.
30-round
Gosh,
mag. There was another
Yeah,
one in there.
there was one.
whatever.
there
I'm not
one?
changing it. I just had to completely unscrew everything.
Um,
My
I
up.
think that'll give you more rounds overall.
I mean, it's still gonna give me the same gear, so. There we go.
Okay, so there is a 30-round mag
Oh,
that'll
okay.
work with it. It's
How much
just
do
a
they
different
weigh?
one.
They're very
They're
light.
light. And are they small?
Let's get back into Zeus.
Yeah.
Let me guys,
Okay.
this is T-far, so they might sound farther away, but if it's hard to hear them over the music, let me know. I'm surprised they didn't aggro all the zombies by shooting that one dude. Steven's climbed up here. I don't see a bag up there, though.
Should be 9x19, right?
Yeah, 9x19 Parabellum.
And based off of audio tracks, you should be able to hear them clearly over the music. Who knows?
Off comms, and then we can get started.
But how is everyone in chat doing? Let me scroll up because I did see Dream Theater gifted a sub to Stefanix. Thank you so much. I hope you both keep enjoying the ops. Hope you're staying safe on COVID-19. Hope you get a kick out of Phase 2 of Project 12, at least the 506 branch. TSB T3's branch will not begin for a while because we still have the finish thing to do, and I've been a bit slow on that because of all this fun stuff. Grenade just spawned in here.
Covered this island pretty much.
Mine's to my left.
They sound a bit quieter than... Yeah, it's because they do sound quiet right now. Hey,
Hi.
you want a grenade?
Yeah, definitely want a grenade.
I think there's one in here. Yeah.
I found some rounds up at the lighthouse. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'll explain the loot, how it spawns, but you can find it on the floor. You can find it by searching in these containers.
Nothing here. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Alright.
Did you pick the grenade up?
I did. What?
You sure you did?
I thought I did.
Do you have 2 grenades now?
Were there 2? Hold on, let's find out. Nope, just the one. Wow, interesting.
Probably moved too fast and it didn't register.
Yeah. I checked that building already. I was gonna check this one.
Yeah.
Nothing here. Oh well.
What about this thing?
Nope.
Blamed her on me wanting this to be hard.
Found a grenade.
Oh, nice.
And I got 9mm.
Have I tweaked the loot spawn? Yes, I brought it down by a few percentage points. So now instead of 5% per player, it's 2%. And I'll tweak it up and down as we continue on.
Okay.
Oh, do you need a... So that's the only gun you have?
Yeah, it's the only gun I got. I got 2 slugs for it.
Oh, I guess I could have just put it in your backpack. But
That's fine, I got it.
Okay, I no longer have a sidearm. I thought we had like 3 extra 1911s.
I think we only. Yeah, we put the pistols in there too.
What will you ever do with that 30-round rifle?
Probably run out and panic and try to assault my pistol. Where did you get that?
One of the files.
Oh, yeah, he lived one of the pilots.
Oh.
He was the one of the first ones on the scene.
Yeah, he found the only one with
And you got a flashlight? How bright is that?
Oh shit.
Lower it a tad? Yeah, gotcha.
You got plenty.
I gotta limit how
That's
many
the
times
only
I tab
flashlight you
out,
have.
so...
Yes.
Alright. If you do not have a radio, come stand over here.
Ah, curse my
You guys can
butterfingers.
Put your guns away. Okay, so we were able to scrounge enough extra radios that almost everyone has
Alright, cool.
a radio.
Excuse me.
Alright.
Oh, the virtual reality app was pretty fun. Any tips on trying
I
to set up the
guess-
AI skill? I always
I guess
recommend
let's
90,
figure out-
35, 50, 50.
What it is we're doing today.
90 for general, 35 for accuracy,
Well,
50
the note
for
we got
spotting,
from
and
the
50 for weapon
pilots
handling.
On this helicopter said Vista Hospital is to the southwest.
Well, when you guys are ready, I'll do a pep talk for the new guys, and then I'll give you a reminder of what happened last week.
It was just on the note. That's all it said. Everything else was covered in blood.
Alright. Is that what we should be doing? Or at least that's one of the things we should be doing?
Up to you.
Okay,
Really,
so that
Tim?
there's no... What?
I said, really?
Really what?
All right, with that, I'll give my little spiel to those of you that are coming back. Thank you for coming back. For those of you that are new, welcome. This is a full-on DayZ-style scenario in Arma 3, so if you find food and your hunger is too low, you can eat. If you find something to drink, you can drink it. Just double-click in your inventory. If you find stuff like tents or sleeping bags, if you double-click them, it will make them. If you want to unmake them, you just go up scroll wheel, and you'll get an option to pack it. They'll basically be inventory items, and it's good to have a few of those so you can have some added inventories for where you decide to make base camp. Other notes, Geiger counters, if you have in your inventory, I'm not sure if you have to activate them by double-clicking, but that'll help you hear radiation. Radiation, since you're probably going to be leaving this island here, will dynamically spawn everywhere else, so keep that in mind, and if your screen gets too fuzzy, you can take some anti-radiation pills to help with that. Let's see.
You double-click the Geiger counter to
Okay.
turn it on.
Yep,
First of all. Second of all, I had a second one and didn't realize it, so it's in the bag. It's in the tent now. Third, if you pack the tent while there's stuff in it, does it delete the stuff?
It deletes the stuff, so make sure it's empty.
Okay. Don't pack the fucking tent, guys.
So, zombies will dynamically spawn in the area that you go to. There's also the chance that enemy units might spawn just as dynamic civilians. So, Drum said he wanted limited roleplay, so most will probably try to shoot you on sight because it's been a few years, everyone's desperate, yada-yada. And let's see, there's two loot systems. One is loot spawns on the floor of various buildings. The other is loot spawns in things like barrels, piles of junk, luggage, cabinets, that sort of thing. Everyone can loot the same pile of junk and possibly find something different. So just because someone loots something doesn't mean you cannot. If you loot something, it also means you can loot it again and possibly get something else. But if you find that it says nothing but junk or it's empty, then you're not going to be able to get anything from it. Otherwise, gameplay-wise, last week we, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, last playthrough, we decided to make base camp here by this chopper. We found a note from one of the pilots or crewmen that there was something of interest in the hospital at Salvista. Salvista is south of us, bridge right away, someone's marking it. But this is a giant open world scenario. You can go anywhere. There are 3 different plot lines, and it's up to you to find what you want to do and track it. Do you have any gameplay questions from me? Or for me?
Death rules.
If you die, I'm doing just a 2-life thing, so I'll give you 1 respawn. I'll teleport you nearby the group, and you can pretend to be a roaming dude that joins up with the group.
So it's like Left 4 Dead. You
Yes.
die, we find you in a room up ahead.
All right.
I didn't know we had a 2-life rule, so don't die.
Yeah, does that 2-life rule carry across multiple sessions, or is it just at the time?
I want you guys
That
to
would be
keep
a
playing.
little
It's just
Yeah.
you won't die 2 times. If you do, then something silly happened.
No worries, just checking. Cool. This sounds really fucking good, Liru. I'm into this.
Thank you.
Alright, is that everything?
Last thing I'll bring up. Your gear saves on a stat sheet every 5 seconds, as well as your health, food, blah, blah, blah. Just keep that in mind, so when we decide to index and make a base, keep the gear that you want to keep, but anything you want to give to other new people or people that died, feel free to put in tents, but we'll get there when we get there. That's all I got.
Alright, any gameplay mechanic questions before we start talking about the mission and go full immersion mode? Alright. How many mags do you have? Where did Trooper go? How many mags do you have?
7.
Thank you, Barbarian. I know you like to
Okay, I
stalk
was
me
gonna
from the
offer to give
basement.
you one, but can I get one?
Sure.
Are they all full?
Yeah.
Did you repack them?
Yeah, they're all full.
I have 4, and then I have a 20 rounder. So that'll give me 5 plus a 20 rounder, and you 6.
Yeah.
So we'll both have 6 basically.
So, fun fact about the whole
Well,
Project 12, Project 13 thing, Drum was the guy that wanted me to make something like that. He was working on something like
Alright,
it. I can make it better, so I offered to make it.
So I wanted to go check out.
But he
that
wanted
correctional
limited
facility,
roleplay
'cause I feel like there's
elements.
going to be some good stuff there for us, but I want to wait for us to get some more.
So, you know, it's his show. I
Essentially.
mean, the zombies, we already have some moving around next to him. And they already
Day
killed
crew
one.
Here. Let's take what was on that note and go check out the hospital at Selvista.
I'm going to go ahead and put
So-
time acceleration up.
And there's 7 of us, so I guess we can do a 3-man and a 4-man team.
There are a
What it up
few
like it is
role
right
play
now?
elements part of the story, but it's very limited. If
Okay.
TSB decides to do
so
it, there
let's
will be the role play elements I
let's try to
intended to
hunt the
put into
coast.
this
I don't
before
wanna
Drum
swim-
told me
the
limited.
water's radiated, isn't it? Or at least deadly.
If you go in it, how would I put this?
Just don't go in.
Yes, yes. So if you were to swim to that place over there, you'd probably survive. If you swim farther, like to over there, you'd probably die.
All right.
Oh.
So our priority needs to be gearing up our new members and finding a working vehicle, or getting a vehicle in working condition, or maybe a boat.
We do have a vehicle over there. The vehicles all spawn dynamically, by the way.
What?
Did we snag the gas tank that was in one of these tents in case we need it?
Yeah, I have them both.
I think that's the
Alright,
original
and
module I put down. Yep.
There is a large boat way out there.
That is part of one of the plot
I can't
lines.
tell how far off the coast it is, but
My eyes aren't that good, so
yeah, we'll see it when you get there.
let's.
So
let's start
that,
moving.
by the
Let's
way,
go
is an attached BKM
north. We
tug
can
with a
stick on
fishing
the
boat.
dockside,
It's gonna pull away from them as they get closer.
push there, and then we're gonna have to go across the big bridge. Our first objective area, we'll check out whatever might be in there on our way through. Which is, what is that? Boca Grande. And then we'll push.
This town's gonna be Zombie City, though.
Alright, let's go. Oh,
And they're off.
30.1, I guess, since we all. Oh. Can we not
We
switch
can't
our radio
choose.
nets?
We don't have the micro daggers.
Are we pushing?
Yeah,
blue
that's what
just to
I'll
keep
do
track?
one channel.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so if you guys have radios, my guys go 30.2.
Right, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I have a crappy radio. I'll try to get on the two. What did we throw on point 2?
30.2.
There's so many features in this that I've forgotten, you know?
Oh, he's.
So the thing is, Trooper and Drum have a lot of ammo to burn through this. This is filled with zombies. I don't see any gear in here, though.
A few.
And it looks like Griggs was able to loot that one. So it's 5% flat. I can't really change that.
There's a shit ton in here by the sounds of it.
But zombies, honestly, are a good place to loot food and water.
Watch your left.
Make sure somebody's watching our
Could I get on their local net? I'm gonna be next to them instead.
Ooh, careful there, Trooper.
Because I can hear them like this. But the thing is, I should probably, next time I do this, I'll spawn myself a radio so I can listen to nets, because I didn't even
Yeah, we got
spawn with a radio.
Alright, check the bodies.
Got one here.
Nice.
But yeah, all these zombies are serving to do is have them get rid of some of the ammo that they accumulated from
This guy's got a paramedic outfit.
last time.
out, watch out.
Trooper on the other side of you, behind you.
God, I want to trip this
Reloading.
guy. He's got a fucking uniform on.
What a ghillie zombie. But yeah, no, again, I'm really proud of how this went. I'm hoping once they go here, I'm going to type some intel out.
Thank you. Can of food in here.
And let's see, we had a dynamic boat spawn over here. Appears to be an assault boat. But yeah, like the real dynamic nature of this is the mainland. But you can already see over here, there's a bunch of zombies that have spawned too. Because again, like the major towns have a massive amount of zombie spawns.
Hey, Trip.
But how is everyone's
Are you
night?
with drums?
There's a few people that were on the previous mission that don't like zombie stuff. So I think Tell and McCoy were two, for example, that will not be returning. I know we got a few new people, though, to replace them. But honestly, yeah, like the magic number for this campaign was about 6 to 8 anyway, so it's all good.
You guys want to check the tall building, or do you want to try to push through the town and just skim over?
Nice and quiet, that's always good. I've been
We get
Those
lucky
tall
with the
buildings
tall
have some
building.
good shit.
I've been spending a lot of time
Alright, let's
prepping
push
for
it.
some 100-player
Oh, my
PvP
gosh,
thing I signed it up to
see if they're honorable.
Command Blue Force side on.
Alright, check this cargo container. See if
There's so many little issues that I have to address and a bunch of op boards and whatnot. It's a pain in the butt. I really want to tell you guys like some of the crazy plans I'm working on, but I can't because then Op4 will know and then they'll be able to counter them and ugh.
Yeah, these don't look like they're openable.
We're just gonna push it a warehouse.
Yeah, so the real loot's in these this office building.
Tall building, and then we'll get caught up.
Skimming the garbage.
So most of these guys heading down here again, just lots of zombies that are gonna spawn in for that. I'll go ahead and delete bodies here. They didn't take any of the tents with them. That's interesting. I know one of them looted a sleeping bag. Maybe they're gonna get that.
I'm watching him. He's coming this way.
But yeah, not all the buildings also do dynamic spawn-ins for ZEI templates, so some of them will
Check
appear
upstairs.
blank, but I don't see any loot that
Nice.
spawned in them anyway. Let's see, we have another vehicle that spawned over here, so they could potentially, if they find both those Vics, merge them together. They're also getting a little frame spikes because just the sheer amount of zombies that are spawning on the pier. I didn't change the zombie settings.
Oh, got one on your right,
Just try
on your right,
coming on
running
us.
fast.
Roger, if you need help moving.
We have a gun bag that's spawned on the roof, otherwise
So I've got a bit of extra ammo.
not too
You
much.
want a blank mag drum?
They found a blank magazine.
Yeah, I have no more space. There's a
One's blank.
Found a medic kit right here.
there's a med kit.
That'll convert to ace items.
Oh, I got some nice gear. What is this?
But it's scenarios like these, similar to Friday Night Fights. I get to watch and just see what they do and build a scenario for them. That's one of the major reasons I started, you know, Zeusing and whatnot. It's what inspired me, is because I just like I like watching people doing stuff. It's like a kid with his ant farm, you know?
I don't have enough room to pick this thing up. There's a med kit
Somebody
in here.
go in there.
Yeah,
and
so they
grab
have radio so they can split
I
up.
don't have any room.
But, you know, they're already starting to run into running out of room issues and whatnot. I'd be curious to know what that is. But yeah, I lowered, originally, for the first one, I had their spawns at 5%. For per person for loot drop area. I've lowered that to 2. Because at 8 people, that's 40% per area, which is why they have so much gear. But now at 2% for 7 players, that's 14. And even then, we're still getting a good amount of stuff. They can also farm zombies for gear. And the Ravage table, even though people think it's really unfair, it's not that much. But we're also seeing, it looks like a box of antivirals. Basically, pills for if you get bit. We've got a map up here. We got some clothing, too. So whether or not we'll see him go up there is anyone's guess.
Coming back for you.
Alright, coming back in. There's
But yeah, you got all these zombies kind of hoarding around, following them. Most are just walkers. Because the zombies, they'll get attracted to gunshots. So I don't think they have the ammo to deal with all of that. And if they do, then
Oh, you need a vest there?
probably don't want to burn it.
I'm gonna
And
switch
there's
this one
another
out.
vest in here.
Alright,
if
I'll swap with you.
can wear it.
No, so McCoy, he died, and he was one. Him and Tell told me they didn't really like zombie stuff that much, so they're not going to come back. Which is entirely fair. Play what you want. It's just, for me personally, I just do what Drum tells me to do. So this is some of them coming back. Some of the zombies respawn in this location, so I just try to delete them to, they already cleared that area. There's no reason for them to respawn. I'll have a few stragglers stay, sure, but I also got to make sure I don't get eaten. Also, for the scenario, time is set at a ×2 multiple.
Oh, is there anything
I think here's the blank mag I think Cherry was talking about.
There's a bag on the roof as well. Alright, let's try to finish up and start pushing west.
Yeah, the office buildings are pretty good for loot, but we still, again, have this big Congo line of dudes coming. Yeah, this is just their pathing. I wish we didn't have Congo line, but this is one of the limitations with Arma. But this has to at least be like 50 or 60 zombies right here. When you consider the length of the Congo line. Which, I mean, Trooper said he had like 7 mags of 30, so that shouldn't be that big of an issue for him, but, I mean, they're coming.
Going west down that road is gonna
By the way, this week we did have a dynamic camp spawn over here. So, I'm not sure if they'll notice. Probably won't, because that's a little out of the way. But if they come over here, I might spawn a random dude and start taking pot shots at him.
East and north.
That looks like a mag at the top.
Oh yeah.
Yep, there is a mag up there. That is,
Well, you can see. If
there's also a medikit right there.
Tell us if there's
So yeah, loot spawns on everything. Except the Gulf Coast buildings that are unique to the map, because Vandison, obviously, he's not going to go through every map and spawn loot on those specific ones. So these buildings, for example, there's not going to be any loot in them. But yeah, zombies are just following the gunshots. We got a folded sleeping bag over here. We got a hose that they can siphon fuel. And oh, this is a Fulton flashlight. So they can see maps at night.
Just gonna pocket it.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's no fucking joke with how many zombies are coming.
Yeah, so they're noticing how big the Congo line is.
You guys take point.
Alright, so they're gonna go around, try to avoid the massive group of zombies. I won't delete this one just yet. I'm just chilling in the back over there. Murph's gotta be careful, because he's got one right here. Hopefully it's not a bolter. Nope, it's just a crawler. The bolter ratio is either at 25 or 35%. I'm not gonna lie, it's been like 3 weeks since I've looked at the zombie stats.
Say again?
But yeah, if you want to see some of their POVs on the ground, we got 4 people streaming from on the ground, so 4 out of 7. You can go and mess with them. Go ahead, delete that. One in the back, I don't want to get jumped. And there's some also looting this garbage pile. Looks like neither of them got anything good. Who's Tetran 20? Pike. And Pike is one of the new guys.
Looks like a bolt action. An M40 or something.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to check the he gave me it in general chat, so I had to look at that. But yeah, we got a multi-vest and a hat that spawned up here. They were talking about some sort of rifle that they saw on one of the rooftops, maybe? Maybe up in one of the silos. I didn't get a really good angle on where he was looking. Probably saw that. But yeah, all the zombie lines have congoed up here because it's where the gunshots were over here, and they probably followed them up there and then just completely outmaneuver. But the zombies are still congoing around. So we got another
There's a bunch
basic
of
bandage
Zeds
right there.
on the ground right here.
Some
Right
zombie tablets, and that's a 5-round clip for a Mosin
Doesn't look like they're
or
looking over here as they go by.
Car
Go
98.
ahead and go. Whoever's gonna.
I'll go lead, Murph.
He's on the streamer list for 506. Gotcha. I mean, neither am I.
Try to
Stay on the
run
right
instead of
over
shoot
here.
if you get spotted.
It's probably gonna be
Another
inside,
5.56 magazine.
right around this corner.
I think the reason we're seeing so many of them. Actually, no, that can't be it. So here's how the magazines work. I have like 2 or 3 types in the general loot table, but if a gun spawns, the game will choose a random magazine from the entirety of the mod to go on it. So that's how you can get like blank mags and stuff. But they also mentioned that they found a blank mag by itself on the rooftop. So I think the game is once again overriding my drop table and doing random stuff. We just heard a gunshot there. Oh yeah. Murph just got hit by a friendly, and he just almost got bear crawled right there, bear tackled by a zombie.
Right outside.
Oh yeah, that's making the... Oh, we just saw one aggro from all the way over here. Probably spotted him. No, he's reacting on the gunshots. Yeah, that's going to make this big horde here. This is at least 40 or 50. Said that earlier. I mean, thank God they got that bandage, because someone's going to need it. There's a backpack right there.
That would be nice.
Field pack would be better than a messenger
I
bag.
just wanted to see if there's anything in it.
No, there was, sorry. I'm gonna take. Yeah.
And we have seen a few medikits spawn. So if they just put that in a backpack, it'll convert to a bunch of medical items they can use, because it's technically a vanilla item.
No, that was me.
Steve, I think Jerome grabbed it.
I think it's funny to watch these guys run into each other's crossfire.
This bag has way more space. The messenger bag.
I think my round bounced off the wall and hit you.
The messenger bag has more space. Wow. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, this only has about 20% more space.
Alright, we gotta go.
So Murph's gotten up here. There's some water purification tablets. That would be pretty good.
Fuck, couldn't get a good
We
shot.
got a shotgun shell right there. I think we still have one dude with a single shotgun. Griggs thought he went AFK for a second.
Time to fucking bail. Time to bail.
Okay. Okay.
Probably
But yeah, now this Congo line's coming back. And they're leaving Murph behind. Murph has to, he's gonna probably bring a lot of dudes with him unless he goes to the side and, rappels down. No, he's gonna walk down. That's pretty creative. Just gotta be careful that you don't armor yourself. Yep, now he can vault that wall and run up to him. Alright, nice, nice. But yeah, this Congo line's gonna start moving up here. So unless these guys reposition quickly, they're gonna have to stay and fight.
Hit that truck. Go, go, go.
So I think they just said they are now going to this off-road. Now we're getting that early morning fog starting to come on. Yeah, the town, I mean, this is one of the big towns on the map. So, you know, they don't, it's not joking around when I say there's a lot of stuff that spawns in them.
Yeah, okay.
I'll grab it.
That's because technically on the server it's 5 a.m. So, you know, that early morning fog on a
Who had the shotgun?
tropical island.
It's one rounders.
Especially in like a zombie apocalypse.
You find one
I
for
think
me?
it sets the ambience quite well.
Check the ground next to me.
You can take a.
Hey, nice one, Random. How'd it go?
See if there's any still roaming around. If there's nothing to shoot at, there's no reason for them to come back. Is that a bike helmet?
Yep, so that's a Vic. I think if they take that tire and put it over here, like, what's its fuel? It's got a pretty nice chunk of fuel. They could at least siphon that out.
Northwest, we gotta cut back southwest once we get to the end.
Looks like they might bypass it. But yeah, look at all the zombies that are coming up to where those gunshots were. Is there any way you can see the loot drop table? I can't put it in a command because it's too big. It's definitely more than 400 characters. And then I'd also have to ask you which one. Because there's technically two. There's Ravage's drop table, which works on what can spawn in the assets that spawn dynamically with ZEI through Ravage. And then there's Vanderson's, or Van Dinsen. I always call him Vanderson. It's Van Diensen. Which is the stuff that spawns on the floor. And they're both near identical, except I have the much more fun stuff in the Ravage drop table. Stuff like the M82s, which are your M107s, your 240 Bravos.
Fucking M14 mag.
Because Vandison just spawns guns a little more commonly than I'd like.
Got blood. Got a bed.
So that's why I have them in different drop tables. Yeah, so these guys track the noise up to here, and now they're dispersing. But if they hear gunshots again, they're close enough to start walking over.
Nothing in the bed.
Scavengers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, like, compared to Bornholm Incident was all completely, how'd I put it, improvised. This one had dozens of hours of work put into it, and I'm really proud of it. There's still a few flaws here and there, but I've mitigated them to the best of my ability. And there is one or two things that I do have to fix on the Zeus end before we start, but it takes me only like 5 minutes tops.
I think it was the
Mainly with the tents. The inventories of the tents do get rolled over. The issue is it saves it as a static object that they can't repack, so instead I just carry it through instead.
Nice shot.
So that gunshot, we'll see if these guys heard it and start moving as a group. It was only a handgun, so might not aggro everything that far out, but we might start seeing more walk over here.
Keep pushing west.
I wish we could do Taviana, but Taviana has so many issues with it because the map developer is very protective of his map,
I don't know if I
to say the least.
Try to be on the
If I ever find a version of Taviana then that doesn't copy certain buildings based off how many players are in, then I'd love to do something like this to it, but only time will tell. I didn't see what he saw, what he found, but it was something small and black. I don't know what that could be, though.
I hate those ones.
they're pretty quick.
Pop it while it's going slow, or do you want to try to get past it?
Oh, sure,
So we
go
got
ahead.
something up here. We got some pistol mags up here, too. Oh, no, it's a pistol mag and a shotgun slug. And then we got some buckshot there, too. Some two things of anti-radiation pills. See, this is them with 2% per person, so even then the loot is pretty common. I'm not going to take it down to 1%, though. And let's see, we have a damaged vehicle here. Maybe they have a wheel they could put on it, but even then it's not going to be able to ferry all of them. Alright, so these zombies all despawn, the bodies despawn, so everything despawns as they move away, because everything's by the range of the players.
Can refuel the empty canister I have on me.
Music is,
Go check it out. From the
music's
gas station,
going.
you pretty much go straight west.
I mean, people heard it earlier, so I don't know. I don't think anyone spotted the car up there yet.
Some down the road.
This one doesn't look aggroed. There it is. Yeah, when it starts flailing its hands, that one's also aggroed too. And there was, I think, a runner that just came around. These guys are definitely going to hear that was a rifle shot. Yeah, the rifles are a lot louder. And then you're seeing more zombies spawn in dynamically. And we got some runners that are coming up because they heard those. And I think troopers filling a empty fuel tank.
Cover me, please. This might take a while.
Try to loot as much as you can while he's filling that up. How long is that gonna take?
Give me like 2 minutes.
I know someone has a fuel tank, someone had an empty one in a camping tent, and I think they took that. The issue is that with those rifle shots, yep, everything is now walking over there because we just heard the rifle again. It's very loud.
If anyone sees me.
I mean, heck, we can hear him taking fuel from the pumps.
Don't move to your right.
Shit, they're starting to multiply.
About to say that's a water pump. No, it's a bus stop. It just looks exactly like it. I mean, these buildings in here can have loot in them as well. I mean, there's a vest right there. Yeah, zombies are just coming out of the woodwork. They will eventually be able to kill them all, but that's at least another 24. Little under.
So
Yeah,
shit
Cherry's
ton of
checking the
buildings
zombies.
Close together right here with stuff in them. Here, southeast.
Here, I'm gonna mess with them. Let's get 2 Op4 guys from my copy paste. Yeah, I need to change up their uniforms, but... just say it's a dynamic patrol. Little bit of shooting here. He's having issues filling it?
Murph, I'm having like the nozzle's just not filling it up. I'm gonna pass it. You
Is
see
it
if
at
you
least
give it a
slowly
shot.
filling?
I don't know. It's a Ravage feature. I never tested it. What I would assume is it gets an option from what's in there, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you at that case.
Shooters behind us. We got shooters west. Yeah, we got
Like I
shooters
said, there's a
west.
few
Let's go where we
different
came
things
from.
that I can't control, and that's one of them.
A boat just whizzed right past us.
Pike just got knocked over.
Yeah, we got multiple runners.
I just shot 2 guys up there.
Trooper just got hit.
Got a police vest here. Somebody wants it.
I'm covering you guys from behind. They were upslope like.
Trying to think, how would I be able to fix the fuel, though? It might be because... I mean, Toucan Oil, it might be a Gulf Coast asset and it's just not registering, or it could be an ACE issue. I'm not going to lie, in all the testing, I didn't even think about the fact that you can take fuel dynamically from some of these spots, but let's see. Stevens is coming back. Thought I just saw him throw something.
At the gas station, those guys were upslope 280.
Oh. 280.
At least that'll attract them to the vehicle.
How close to full did you get that thing?
Well, that's the thing, Dib, I can't really... Ravage items I can't really spawn. I could probably get the script name and set it to spawn on me.
There's a second
Drop
guy
2
over
of
here.
them. Let's get some security up here.
Pushing southwest.
It could just be the
Yeah,
pumps
that
are
makes sense.
broken.
I got a radio.
Yeah, you can just RP that it's all busted.
See anything else?
Grab that pike. Grab whatever you can.
Alright,
Yeah.
orient straight west. Get whatever
You got a
can
radio
off those
already?
guys.
So I did that to kind of bring their attention to this
What's
Vic.
car?
I'm working on
Oh, shut up, Barb.
No, this is.
Oh, really? What can we do?
Jeez.
Anything we can do for it?
It has a spare wheel.
Got one spare wheel in the back.
Yeah, look at all the other zombies that are coming up here now.
I'll grab it. I can change the frequency on this one.
Are you guys making out with that, the gear?
Okay.
Okay. Friendly, friendly, friendly.
I know one of them found a spare wheel as an inventory item.
This guy has a map.
Is there?
Yeah.
There was gas in it already.
In the...
The cargo?
I mean, there's no reason to leave this here.
One of those guys had a survivor diary.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
a wounded car, makes a lot of
Yeah.
sound.
Just a map and some nonsense notes. There's nothing useful in that diary.
Well, do you want to leave it here? We can
We
mark
should
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to mark it on map?
Where
just
are
in
we
case
from the
if
gas
find another?
station?
It should be right up the road, right on the bend.
With any luck, there's another vehicle nearby we can strip for parts.
They passed one, and then there's another one to the south. Alright, we're about 30 minutes in.
Can't repack these fucking 9mm mags.
They're different ammo types.
Yep. Sorry, I grabbed a whole bunch of shotgun ammo.
Got more
And it looks like the fog has also mostly gone away for the most part, so. Zombies are still spawning there because I'm right there. So I can just delete them.
Oh,
Bring
great. I
straight
can't use
west,
those
so
now.
let's start moving.
No Ghost, that's with Ryan Zombies and Demons. The Ravage Zombies, they're all empty markers, which is why they're purple. See, if I were to scroll up here, you'd see that they're in the empty section. So I can't RC them, because it says I can't switch to empty units. And I can't give them orders. I can drag them around, though, and make hordes out of zombies that already exist. So I'm limited in what I can do, but I can, I can do that. Just throw up a few in their way. So again, I have to get creative with what I do, and that's pretty fun. I can literally just drag a group, throw it in an industrial area up here, but if it goes beyond 500 meters of players, then they automatically despawn. Because just imagine, like, the 60 zombies that were still over here, and then, another, like, 30 or 40 are going to spawn around here. It would be a mess. And also, we got military zones here, so this will be some free military loot. Don't know why that's floating. Probably because there's going to be one of these that spawn under it in a second.
Do we want to search it?
No, I think we're gonna have our hand.
I think if they leave the area, though, this might not respawn. So if they come back and it doesn't reappear, I'll take a copy of it for now, and then I'll blow it up. Yeah, exactly. It might despawn if they get too far away from it.
I don't care for those.
Fight Griggs, did you guys get yourself a radio?
Yep,
Yeah,
already
I
have
can't
one.
change the frequency.
Yep, so everything's despawning over here. I guess we'll see it in a second. Here, what I can actually do... Here, actually, it's gonna stay because, The zombies have disappeared, but these are still here. So I take that back. It'll... Wait, no, that vehicle's gone. Right, because that's one of my fuel things. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to teleport over here. And that way I can artificially keep it there. Finger guns. I mean, would a control... No, I can't hard copy those things, unfortunately. Whale calls it deep copy. Or Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-V to, you know, copy-paste units with their specific kits and stuff. I'd never think to call it a deep copy. I don't know. Whale's weird, but we all love him. He knows everyone. Let's see, these guys, again, they might go up to the military compound. I think they're really just aiming for this bridge. We have another vehicle that's spawned over here. Not in mint condition, has only one wheel, but... they wanted to do a lawn carry, they could. But the reason they're going for this bridge is because the hospital they need to go to for the next piece of plot is right there. And then we have a little side adventure here. By the way, this is also a massive radiation zone, like past this area. Because I thought about making a giant custom interior for there, but I'm like, nah, it's too much work. Of course, Whale would call it a deep copy. Yeah, no comment. And then any zombies that are going to spawn in the water, I am just going to, Oh, actually, it's... Oh, God. Jesus has brothers and sisters, and they're zombified. Oh, that is based. Jesus, zombies. They can walk on water. Can they swim on land? Oh, yep, that aggroed some of them. They're now running over. Because I'm a jerk, I'm going to take a few and put them past, because this is them dynamically spawning on roads, but they don't know how. But I kind of like that they spawn in the water. Also, allegedly, they'll dynamically move under here, but it looks like their AI is glitching.
Might find it. I guess still on 30.2.
Yeah, okay, I see that. Yep, it's a military compound.
So they're going to go for the military compound. I'm going to add a few extra things to... One just fell under the map, okay. Ooh, yeah, those are desyncy. On second thought, I'm going to take those guys and just delete them. But yeah, those shots are going to pull...
Giving me a mag or taking the mag?
I'm giving
A lot
you
of zombies
mag.
around.
Oh,
Is there a mod for the flood? Yes. It's Max's flood.
How fast we were coming in?
Runner.
And it's not... You're not going to be able to find it. Because I'm pretty sure the assets are ripped directly from Halo 2.
And wait till
That's why you can't put it on Steam, because it's against Steam Code of Conduct. We were able to play with a few copies of it, though, because I have ways to get things, and we're going to leave it at that.
nice.
I think I actually still have a copy of my computer, but
closer to the beach.
Yeah, we're gonna have to push in this.
because I want to keep a good relationship with the op trade devs, I'm not going to give stuff out like that. Because they already got mad at me because I used some Final Dawn assets for the Covenant Cruiser when we merged that with Warhammer 40k so I could build a giant interior for the Covenant Cruiser. That was one dope-ass op. Oh, yeah, no, I've got op footage of it up. We had a giant PvP infection game mode where everyone was elites trying to survive, and then, you know, if you died, you became a flood zombie, and then you could go murder your friends. That was pretty fun. Oh yeah, that was Are you talking about the Covenant dropship bot, Barb? Or are you talking about the
They're coming up on you guys.
whatchamacallit, the gridlock PvP infection? Both of those were really fun to do. Again, I'm just a guy that likes pushing the envelope and making whatever I feel like.
This guy's got a Marpat uniform, but
Shame
not
you, shame you probably can't use that to silently kill things.
Use to gut animals. Maybe we can
Not
get
so
an animal.
certainly.
Yeah, we do have an
Oh,
animal
just
in
like-
play here. I can always drag one over for them to play with it.
Empty canteen.
Grab that guy.
Take an empty canteen.
So this is randomly spawned, but I think it's kind of funny that an MRAP spawned at the military base. And then you have zombies, yeah, they can... Oh god, they can swim. And they only use their legs to butterfly kick. I didn't know they could do that. That's terrifying. The zombies know how to swim.
Right?
Usually they just walk under the water.
Yes. Two more friendlies coming in. Two friendlies coming in.
It's a military.
Well, we might go back to Stalker one day. Probably not, though. Just, that was such a buggy mess.
I'll deal with this thing.
Hey, you get the left side, I got the right.
So let's see what they're getting out of some of these military buildings here. That's an M82 magazine for a 50 cal sniper rifle. Okay, we got another carry-all. Excuse me, field pack, but that's bigger than the, Oh my god, they found Eddie! And it's the armed one! If they find a drone terminal, they can deploy Eddie!
I don't see this one.
Did anyone go for the tall tower?
Not yet.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hold it to stairs at tall tower.
That's beautiful. They've deployed Eddie. I'm not sure if any of them have a drone terminal, though. If they did, they could literally drive that thing around.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, it's the guy. It's the Pelter version, so he's got the shotgun. That's a very rare drop that you can only find in military bases, and of course, they find one in a military base. Why not? The game is rigged, I swear. I have another 5-round clip for a Mosin or something. But, you know, they can loot these, like, boxes and get even more powerful guns.
Quiet.
Right now, I was about to.
Drum has... Oh my god, he can control it! Oh my god! I can't believe he can fucking... He's just missing all the shots!
The UAV is apparently taking care of him.
Fuck is that?
Oh my god! Again, this is one of the really rare drops, and I just find it really I get all I can't even speak English. I get all giggly when we get this. He's gotta wait for him to come a little closer. So, I mean, where's that M80? Yeah, the M82 magazine's still there. And these barracks buildings are gonna be filled with stuff. There's another grenade right there. Ooh, there's a military carry-all, and there's also, I think that's a helicopter helmet. I don't know why the helicopter helmets are spawning more than the regular helmets. Like, that's just RNG, because there's more regular helmets than helicopter helmets. We have a tactical bag there, so yeah, some really good backpacks in here. If they decide to come and loot it. And again, that's only what the Vandenson drop table has. It's not even counting the Ravage one. Eddie! Eddie won't be attacked by Zomzoms.
Where's Drum? He's up in that tower up there.
Oh, Drum left and rejoined. Something glitched out, I guess.
Loading.
Yeah. I was like, wait, there's only 6. What happened?
Right side. coming from?
All right, to answer his question, this facility, there were some that spawned down on that road as a little horde. The other military base, there was a few up at the church, but they're attracted by sound. Oh, he's back on it.
Go get him, Roberts.
Go get him.
Go straight
Nah,
for
I
the
want to go
VODs.
straight for the vest.
Let's go.
Get you that vest.
Yeah, we got eyes on the vest. No.
Yeah, heavy vest.
They apparently
Guys,
saw a
check
vest. There's a
the barracks,
parachute
go
up
look
here.
into the compound that we're at. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, we also got hit. That's a Russian helmet.
Go northeast of barracks, right along
Guess
the
we
road.
can cut through this one.
You want to just jump over?
That's an EOD vest up there, not a military one.
Ooh,
Two-
Stanags here, trooper.
Two
Going
Stanags in there. Again, this is at 2%. I might have to drop the loot percentage to 1% for 7, because even at 14%, we're still getting a lot more gear than I would like. But imagine if I kept it at 5%. This would be ridiculous.
God damn. Wait around.
Yeah, again, a lot of stuff is spawning on the roof. Yep, speaking of vests, maybe this is the one they saw.
Get a little frustrated with
Let's
these
make it
boxes.
here.
Me.
I gotta drop some shit.
Going upstairs.
Alright, so 3 of them have moved up here. They're just dealing with more of the zombies. I'm gonna... I really want to, like, drive a vehicle by... But I know they're going to engage it. Plus, it's Tutorial Island, but... I could always fly another Blackhawk, because technically they have the air.
No, you
So I'll do that. Let's, Let's not do a Venom. Or I could introduce the other group. There's so many things I can do. Again, because this is just a sandbox for me to mess around with, really.
Is everyone still on?
Considering the scenario. I could do an MI8 from, blah, blah, blah. But to explain to you guys, so I don't sound too crazy, there's the military, there's an unknown faction, which I'm about to have rear its head. And then there's, you know, all the local bandits and stuff. And then there's a bunch of civilians. So, for example, this was a shanty town that they could have interacted with some people with, but Drum wanted no roleplay, so bad thing happened, and I have some blame to go around for it to kind of question their morals. But then there's also another faction that controls why they're going to the hospital for cure stuff as one of the plot lines that they can aid or fight.
Sure, where you at? The one I was climbed up on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
But yeah, I mean, a Blackhawk came by and flew this route. Now a chopper is going to fly that route.
Left. Here. I got something you can throw on your rifle if you don't already have something. Let's just take up space. I figure you might be to the right.
Are you top or bottom?
I want a helicopter.
Right.
One of them just heard it.
Yeah, I hear
Right
it.
here.
Helicopter.
And I'm trying to get this.
Now, where's the
money.
ladder?
I can go on mine, but I'll carry it.
It'll go on yours?
Is someone shooting at the helicopter?
So again, it gives some insight that'll make sense later. I will admit they're going a little slower than I thought they would today. Probably because they're just, you know, detouring to get that military base
Do we already
instead.
get into those barracks?
You want to
Drum
know
on
that?
you.
There's a 240 here.
Shit, really?
Hopefully there's a 240 in your
They find a 240?
I doubt we'll find a 240. Can't even fit in my.
Nav
Yep, they found a freaking 240. I wanna see who has the 240. The ammo for it's gonna be rare as shit, but amazing.
You gonna do it, Trooper?
Yeah, I can
You're gonna be a ghillie right
I can attach the crates to them. I can load them in via Ace. There's a lot I can do, and there is something planned for it later on that will have a quote-unquote toad crate. But that's for later in the plot. It's gonna be the second hospital they go to
Yeah, right.
after the first.
My head went up between your butt.
Freeze that's off to the southeast.
I move this boat. And none of them are facing this direction, so I'm gonna have it turn away. And when they get on this bridge, I'm actually gonna move the boat away. That boat is another faction. Again, 3 plot lines, 3 factions.
Says on the northeast side.
And again, we're still, since this is again what I like to call Tutorial Island on the top left, it's again just teasing who's doing what for the factions.
In the main gate.
Well, Barb, I'd prefer videos, but I'm just joking, buddy. I know you're working hard, and I thank you for that. I want to see if one of them grabbed the,
What?
Here you go. That's all you,
fine.
baby.
they found a satchel.
He's in that building there.
Checking this.
Oh my god.
What
Or
do you
maybe
find?
there's also a can of tactical bacon. That one looks fresh.
Who needs medical?
I'm trying to see who got the 240. I don't think anyone picked it up. Oh, that breaks my heart. We have another military plate carrier vest on the roof here, but only 1 or 2 of them have been checking those roofs. But here, since it's the second playthrough, let me explain a few features of this mission. And if you're someone watching this back, skip ahead by like 2 minutes. So we have the military. Military, they're a little on the mean end because of what happened up here. They're a bit kind of socially but they kind of control down here. There's another faction of survivors, the ones that are going to be friendly to the players that work in a few different boats. That's kind of where some of the survivors ended up after bad things happened. And again, would have roleplay elements for that, but they wanted less roleplay. And then there's the Green 4 guys, which aren't these guys here. That's just one of the bandit factions. It is the faction that controls the quote-unquote cure.
Engage him here in a minute when I get up.
Shit. Mike, on you. He's down.
So we got a helmet right there.
Shit. God damn, another one. Pike and I are pretty pinned in here right now.
Gotta love the zombies. So really the reason we still have zombies trickling in is because they spawn on these outside areas as they move around, and then they're just attracted by the gunshots. I could probably turn them down a little bit, maybe by, I think it's like 8 or 10 per player. Again, it's just to make them more so of a threat. But I also like the amount because it has them burn ammo at a pretty high rate. No, Barbarian, that's my line. For legal purposes, everything I say is a joke.
What's that? Who's making all that noise?
Oh, we got a box of rice in here. I might teleport in and steal that, then I can't move. Because then that vehicle will despawn. They might want it.
Jesus, he mad.
What's that?
Mad.
And the zombies can growl. They can also climb stairs.
Really mad.
Whoa.
Which building? One of the barracks buildings? Roger. Guys, where'd you go? There's 2 Zeeks here. We're all the way off.
Yeah, I keep checking the map to make sure I don't get eaten by a zombie, and I've been deleting ones that get close to me.
I have a block.
Even if I hide myself, they can still go up to my position and smack me.
Looking for him.
I'm right here. They're down below.
Yeah, with this military base, they're getting a lot more geared up. Oh. Zombies can, they can climb stairs. And ladders. I can't fix that. Yeah, I can't, Welcome to Ravage, kiddos! The zombies in this universe like to, still have some functionality. He climbed the ladder faster than he walked. Let's go with that. There's some bodybuilder zombies. Let's go with that. And I think he just shot that one off the ladder. They use their brains. Hold on, we gotta... Nope, he's gonna run by. Here, at this point now, I can drive the off-road by. So I wrote out a whole, like, how do I put it? Policy. If you notice, he is also op4 with those guys. So the reason I couldn't control his camera was he was spawned outside, so his virtual client wasn't working for me. But these guys, they've got 2 base camps in the world. I won't reveal their positions just yet, and they have a few ships for, you know, civilians and whatnot. But they basically scout areas by driving vehicles through them and then seeing just how the zombies are. Because they will obviously be targeting military areas to loot as they go through the region. But yeah, I think they either have shot zombies or they shot at my technical, so...
9 mags, well I didn't repack them, but about 8 or 9 mags left.
So this is a script called Left Shoulder Scripted Weapons. The rifle isn't leveling properly. You just saw it click right there. It is on his screen, but ours, it looks a little wonky. That's part of the 506 mod set. But yeah, I was expecting one of them to bring that 240 Bravo and do that to it, but I guess not. No one's going to go on the roof and get that vest, unfortunately.
Southeast.
Yeah, so Trooper now has his binos there. So, I mean, you know, those guys would have seen the dead bodies here and noted that there was something up.
the second floor.
Personally,
3 in my backpack.
this is just me speaking for myself. If a woman ever asks you to tell them how you feel, unless they're your girlfriend or wife, you never tell them exactly how you feel. That's because some women will use that against you later. Some people I've met are pretty vicious like that, but you know, it just depends on how much you trust them.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not saying that to be an ass. I'm saying that because I've literally had someone use my feelings against me. And, you know what? Actually, we're not going to talk about my ex. No sirree.
What color
We're
is
going to
it?
keep doing zombie survival shit. Here's Ghillie Suit Zombie on the run. We have Trooper trying to defend himself, but Ghillie Suit Zombie doesn't care. He is too fast. He just got shot, but again... Oh. Unfortunately, the Heskos were too powerful. Oh, nope, he made it through, but Trooper has a head start. Now he's coming back because he hears those gunshots.
I got you, True.
Coming up, coming up, coming up.
762 doesn't seem to
Sounds like content. Rule 1, don't talk about the X. I agree.
That was not friendly ghillie suit, was it?
No, Trooper, he wants you. No, that's Cherry. Trooper's back there with drum.
He's got a Sprite. Oh, they keep fucking coming out of that building.
Technically, it's Spirit. They have all the sodas renamed. It's pretty funny. So Red Bull is Red Gull. Sprite is Spirit. Cola is just like Cola, I think. Pepsi is something else. Oh!
Got my leg.
Pike got knocked down. He's getting mauled. He got hit 2 or 3 times there, so that's 2 or 3 bandages. He is wearing an EOD vest, so that'll probably turn a few of those into bruises, but he's probably, I gotta run an hot fix, because it fixes infection settings, because they're a lot lower than they should be.
Pass him to Steven.
Copy.
That's Griggs. You have any M4 mags here, Griggs?
Stevens, how many mags you got?
Only the one that's in my mag.
Alright.
Or in my gun.
Meet me in the bottom floor.
So they found a third M4. Actually, Drums I know is an AR-15, which means it can't go full auto. I think Troopers is an M4, and this is a military site, so it would have been another M4.
Stevens, that's
Stevens, where's
I got those because Makarov made a few configs for some RHS 5.56 rifles and called them AR-15s and just took away the full auto setting. And then I asked him for permission to use it in this, and he told me sure.
Alright, let's push west.
But yeah, the infection chance is quite low. I'm going to slowly increase that
On the road and start
as things progress, but it's only like a 2 or 3% chance per hit.
Ooh, why did you come after me? Fuck off.
I can smell your blood.
No, Chad! Chad slouched over the guardrail, wondering where it all went wrong in life. He's got his teeth out. That looks so dumb. I love it. Now, the real question on my mind is Drum going to bring back Eddie? He should bring him. Eddie's going to be all alone in the cold, and I will have that technical come by and pick it up later. It'll be like,
More helmets and a big...
what's it called? Tales from the Borderlands, any Telltale series game. Eddie will remember that.
Baked beans. Boston baked beans.
Am I dead yet? No, zombies aren't coming close. I'll delete a few, though.
Tactical backpack on this middle roof if anyone doesn't have one.
Oh, fucking med
Chad Zombies extra.
Sorry.
Antivirus injectors.
Oh, we found an injector. All right.
Yep.
I don't know. I literally have removed those from the drop table because they have their own drop table, and now they're part of a general gear drop table, and they still drop too often, in my opinion. Eddie picked up the 240 Bravo. We just attach a 240 Bravo on him. Eddie has evolved. That looks like something Bloodwing makes me wear in the dead of night. Actually, we don't need that story. Never mind. Wait, no, that's a mag pouch for a 240. Are you kidding me? So ammo for it spawned right next to it. Are you kidding? Because I thought they called it out in this building. Though I can't see it, so someone had to have taken it. We also have a bandage up in here. Here, let's, we can take copies of their kits. Who said... I could have sworn... Let's check Griggs, Murph, and Cherry here. Let's see what they got. So, radio, Mosin Nagant. 1911, they got a little scope. They got a good amount of food and water items.
We go pretty much.
But yeah, next time I'll grab a radio.
Oh, that would be.
And we can listen in on them. So Cherry found an LR. Wow. So he's got an injector. He's still got the scope, Mo's, and the guns. He's got a pack, plenty of pistol mags. And he took the... he's got some mines, too, yeah. I don't know if anyone took that 240. That sucks. Let's see. Let's look at Drum's kit. If you guys want me to look at anyone's specific kits at any time, let me know. We can literally just hard copy and paste them. Drum, he's got a kit bag. Still has the AR-15. Got a good amount of gear in here. Also has an injector.
I'm out of ammo for my car.
And he has that UAV terminal. What a Chad. I don't think anyone picked up that M82 magazine, though. That was over here. This one, yep. Because nothing says zombie apocalypse like a 50 cal sniper rifle, right? Right.
There's two
Alright,
homeless
I'm gonna
right
leave
here
the
for whoever.
CCO on it because its sights are useless without it.
I don't know if anyone wants these two homeless.
How many
right
mags?
Drum just found one of the rare guns. That's it's an M4 with a 320. Again, one of the only guns you can get from looting military ravage items, which are these boxes, for example.
How about we kill the one closer?
Now, I'm going to take all the zombies I still have over here, and we're going to politely move them to their location, because hordes exist, and there were probably a lot of people vacationing like 3 years ago when all this happened. It's my gift to them, is more zombies.
Yeah.
Which direction are we going?
I think I'm okay.
Is there a backpack up here if anyone needs one?
We need to go.
South.
So Murph also found an LR.
Right here, go straight south.
Cherry had another, so yeah, I mean, this was a good spot to loot stuff. A little more than I expected, definitely, but otherwise they are moving away now.
Yeah, sorry.
And no one's bringing Eddie. Eddie will remember. So once they start walking on this bridge, I'm going to go ahead and get on that boat. But I would say watch the multi and have a listen, because I'm going to start driving this boat away. I can't have the AI do it because the AI are dumb. There we go. So the reason I can't have the AI do it is because the AI dynamically stop working at a range of about 500 meters. So I just use it in Zeus. Yeah, so far they're liking the adventure. Yeah, no, Drum actually, like, he, 2 weeks ago, he literally asked me if I spawned that AR-15 for him. Like, dude, no, like, this is all literally dynamic. I don't spawn anything in, unless it's the inventories of their tents at the beginning, because I have to redo them, because I have to make sure that they're packable, and I already explained that one. So I just had that boat go away. Now you're going to start seeing these bodies disappear as they get away. The zombies I put over here earlier aren't going to be there anymore, but I'll go ahead and shove a few over there. Rest in peace, Eddie. It's fun while it lasted.
You doing good back there, Cherry?
I'm going to drag this guy out a little more. No, the zombies will not paradrop. Actually, if I put them in the air, the server crashes. Because the server doesn't know how to process it. I did that as a joke once, and it crashed me out of the game. So, don't paradrop Ravage zombies. Fun fact. Yeah, don't do that.
I see him.
I'd show you an example, but I don't want to ruin their fun.
More on the right, more on the right.
Straight.
So yeah, they're using sidearms to sweep the zombies. I do have a few intended boss zombies too. I can buff their health, and I can also give them a small radiation zone.
We're clear under the bridge.
But that
Side.
is
Northwest
for
side.
plotline.
This guy's got AKS-74U ammo, blue shirt.
Just the ammo.
Front.
Nice.
The whole mess of them coming.
But yeah, they'll probably index at the next hospital.
Mine detector on him.
And there's a wormhole underwater below the bridge. Yeah, right. It's just they're programmed to spawn dynamically on the roads, including those bridges, so. Now, these are all fully enterable. And they have some pretty decent loot in them, but, I mean, after going through that military base, it's probably not going to be worth it. I mean, we checked. Some of them have some pretty good gear, too. So many medikits have spawned today.
AK mag on this one here.
Someone's getting lucky with AK ammo.
Who got the AK? There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
AK.
Glowing ones. I don't really have a custom, like, texture per se, but
Got 4 more.
they'll hear it when they put the Geiger counters on.
Okay,
Briggs,
grab it.
I saw you pick up the AK. Do you not have it?
I didn't grab it, someone else did.
Well, what I'm thinking is I'll grab, like, a ghillie suit. I got a few scripts to run on him, and then I can attach a small radiation zone to him. So again, just looking forward as they leave the tutorial and we see how things will go down. Alright, oh Barb, I'm checking.
The building.
Yep, alright, I will get to it soon. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, finding the 320 is one thing. Finding ammo for it is also in the rare drop table. So, they find HE, that's going to be very, very picky to use. Yeah, soon, trademark.
Well, where the fuck did this guy come from?
I think he was like back here and just came around. Yeah, and then you have some actually like following up the bridge. How many hours has this tutorial been? Technically about 3 to 3.5. Again, like I wanted just a lot of leeway for them to learn how to do this stuff because they're a little picky with how they do things. So yeah, I can also cheat with this boat. It's okay, it's driving away. Shh. Just because I don't want to keep promoting it.
That Greg's did.
See if it's using the one with the 20 shot magazines.
That's in your backpack.
I got a
40 millimeter
frag
smoke?
if somebody wants one.
I think so.
Alright. Let's keep moving.
Hey, Griggs, check yourself.
Let's try to
Medical, you look like you're bleeding.
All right, so we got a little communication station. We have a chicken over here. Otherwise, again, just working slow.
Yeah, let's get in the firing line up here. Steven's how many mags do you have?
Yeah, big amount of zombies just came out, and they're probably gonna have to kill them, which is good because it helps burn their ammo. And the ones that are back here, I'll go ahead and despawn. I would say probably by the next mission in 2 weeks, if they start coming down here, there is a planned big firefight between two factions that they can be a part of.
No. Go grab from drum. I'm giving it the chair already.
Okay.
Make sure you get 2 mags.
Okay.
There's probably a few goats dynamically on the map. Yep, we have a goat. He's over there. So I assure you, they do exist.
Well, yeah, as soon as we start shooting in the other town, these ones are just gonna come up behind us.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
I do have to be careful too, because the radiation zone right there, if it's to there, it means it's also probably to about right here. So when I move that boat, it's going to have to be a little more to the right.
Pushing up.
Get online. Push up.
Yeah, I'm online.
The fuck?
Got the runner on the left. Nice.
Wave 100.
Chair, I'm gonna Check the boat wreck just in case.
I don't think either of these are dynamic, so they won't be able to pull anything off of them. And these two that walked over the bridge to follow him are still following. This is probably an empty can, but it might be a can of beans. A uniform of some type.
What are you using right now?
A glow stick. Another messenger bag, but it's like the worst bag to get. We have a 1911 mag and some more anti-radiation pills. I don't know what those are. Could be anything that's a grip pod. It's supposed to be super rare, but I guess not.
Inside what first building that we came across has 2 mags.
Also found a 1911, so it'll have 3 mags now. Here, I'm gonna freak him out.
A mine. A zombie just set off a fucking mine. It looks like it's just in the sand.
Again, this is how do I put this? I'm giving a little bit of the improv from Bornholm, but it's mostly all planned. Hey, Vesper, how you doing? So I'm gonna put a few in. I think spawning them in actually was making them just appear. So I'm gonna forego that then. Yeah, normally they're not supposed to spawn like that, but I think they were literally just spawning off of the Apers bounty mine, so I'm gonna do a little test here. Are any of them in this direction? I can do it next to me, actually. So if I go right there... Huh, weird. They were literally spawning as a result of me putting those there, so I don't know, just weird. Nah, the noise wouldn't spawn them in. They usually spawn around, like, physical items. Yeah, he's still too far to follow my orders. I'm thinking I'm gonna have this boat go over, check out the noise. If I hear gunshots, I'm gonna turn it away. Oh, it doesn't have an internal GPS, because why would it? Yeah, so they're about right there-ish. Wish the BK tug had some engine sounds, but we're not gonna get it. Also, because of how the AI caching works, I can't actually make my camera look around, which is a bit annoying.
He's online.
I don't think they'll be able to see it through the fog here. I'm hearing a few gunshots back here.
Negative, we've got multiple fast movers on us now too.
Pike's out of ammo.
Negative. We're gonna pull back to you guys.
Stevens is bleeding a little bit.
Run,
Can't really
fucking
tell
run,
with Pike.
run.
Yep.
And it's because I was too busy towing that boat. I said I would try to delete them. We can just claim this was a horde that followed them over the bridge.
By the bridge, we just got swarmed. They're crawling out of that place now.
One of them lost a hat. Indiana Jones will remember that.
Whoever's got the P7, there's a straight 30 rounder on this body.
I'm gonna have an RHIB. Get brought in. I'm gonna put a few African militia guys in. These are the guys that made that minefield. They're gonna get a little close.
You'll know if you need it.
And then probably see the movement, and then I'll have them pull back to the mothership.
I mean, Liru.
And dynamic spawn. Gosh darn it. That's okay. We can drive it manually. So I heard a gunshot. I'm gonna pull back. Again, it was just to do a check-in, just to kind of show them that this place is dynamic. I played a bit of Standalone. It was pretty fun. We got a nice little highlight of it of me getting stuck in a tree with my car. I had to call a buddy on the server to help me out. Thankfully, he didn't shoot me. But if you guys are part of the multi-app, let me know if they saw the boat or not. And then literally his speed's gonna get killed.
Got another 911 mag.
They saw it, cool. So you'd think, 3 years people have adapted, how they do stuff, and the water would be a pretty good way to do it. I just realized we were having audio issues this morning. I'll fix it after this stream, but yeah, it looks like the pop-up audio isn't working. So I'll have to fix that later.
For something in his ear?
I was trying to be next to him, so I wasn't shooting past him.
Anyway, Mustache Man Bro, thank you for the 25-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you get a kick out of this. 5 shotgun slugs and some sort of, it's either pills or an injector, because they both have the same texture.
Who's got a shotgun?
I forget what this game, Griggs.
I think we're gonna need engine smart things.
Incoming.
The P90 mag right here.
P90's a rare find, though. Alright, I'm gonna mess around a little bit. I'm going to grab a dude with an M76 and put him on a rooftop and take pot shots at him. Yeah, no radio. I got a few rounds. This thing is ranged 350. Yep, that's why. Oh! Bad touch. Oh, wow.
Lubo, watch your fire.
Can't see shit now.
Jerry got me.
I got morphine. All right.
He's
I'm
to
using
your
the morphine.
direct. No, he wrong building. He's on that building here east, the yellow and white one. Oh, I can't see shit.
That was a really good shot. Probably clipped my arm as I was pulling it back, and that was enough to knock him. Yeah, we'll say he had a few friends. What weapons can I risk giving to him? Probably these three would be decent. Just to check their kits, because I heard him say one of them had a radio. Gonna want to get rid of that. Again, to keep them entertained so it's not just a zombie shooting simulator, you know? Let's see, I can make this into a dynamic little site here. So, we need a tent. Because again, partially improvised. Drum said fix him. Why, did he arm himself? Oh, stairs attacked. Alright, yep. Okay, it's a bit too big.
Left. Ribs clear.
It's a
On you.
clusterfuck. Stairs are left.
All right, I'm checking these bottom.
Again, a little bit of improv here and there.
Coming up.
Jesus.
Another one coming down.
It's clear. Someone getting comp.
I'm hit.
I'm holding the hallway.
Yeah, there's shooter.
Clear.
All right, hook right. I'm hooking left.
Right.
Left
Not
clear.
friendly.
Clear. One
Off
stairs.
to your right, off
On
to your
you.
right, whoever that is, moving down the wall. Ah, fuck, I'm going down.
God damn.
Hooking right.
Smoke left.
Clear.
Multiple rooms here.
Fuck me.
Shooter went fucking
Pushing.
southwest. I'm fucking hurt bad.
Going in left. Oh fuck.
A firm.
Left
Run
clear.
down this road. He's got a pistol, all green, baldy, and shades.
It looks like he had a scorpion.
This is tedious.
He went down
This
this
shit.
Right. Whoa, that's in here. No, the shooter had a scorpion.
Fuck it.
Make a left if you're
Clear.
from the front of it.
Clear.
You'll see us.
Clear.
Clear.
From your direction that he came.
Oh,
it looked
going
like.
up.
One up.
He must have fucking went further west.
He went south. I saw him go south.
Up. Shit.
Went to the south.
Alright. Going right.
Going
Like
left. 190. I saw him turn right
Go
where we
left.
are.
Okay.
Saw him go down this way.
Alright, we got one KIA on the original roof.
This guy has fucking Android on it.
That's him right there.
Man down, man down. Someone just got dropped. I have no idea.
I didn't mean to drop him. I was just, I swear, officer, it wasn't me.
Friendly, friendly.
Got a man down on the roof.
The guy with the Mosin was loaded to the teeth. He's got banknotes, tents, Android, frag grenades.
Don't move! Don't move!
Hang upstairs.
Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Alright, alright.
Put him down.
If you would let me. There you go.
Shh. All right. Walk away. Walk away.
Break, break. Instead of climbing up, break. Right, behind this.
I was gonna rob him, but I saw I saw Drum coming up with the 203, and he's Mr. I don't want to RP, and I know he just shoot me in the face. All right, so I just ran out of stamina, but I can go ahead and delete him.
I see him. He's in front of me. Down.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, they're totally chasing me because I shot one of their buddies in the face. I'm supposed to have infinite stamina, but for whatever reason, the AI still have they have limited stamina. I'm trying to run. Here, what I can do... is I can put some gunshots up. and see if that grabs their attention. Yeah, whoever I shot, he's back though. So that's good. But yeah, that was a pretty fun interaction. But yeah, the fog just came and got super thick. They should be able to hear this guy's shots, but I think they're just playing it defensive now. The bodies will clean up automatically, Vesper. But yeah, we could probably at least get rid of these.
See you guys. I don't think we've heard from Stevens for a while.
Fucking AC.
Here. Oh, okay. That kind of
Scared the hell out of me,
I
too.
think everyone.
Zombie just came up.
Oh,
rangefinder?
okay, I'm at like 33 rounds right now.
I just got fucking held.
Rangefighter. Can of Fanta.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
We just heard
he was
Pike talk about how he got held up for a
looking at
second.
that guy,
Finding a micro dagger.
and he ran this way. So
I do, but someone else had it for me.
it sounded like it was back near the main road.
Yeah, and this time we can claim that the boat's coming up to his position. And here I can also take some of the zombies because they're being attracted over here. Oh, bad time to run out of ammo.
More shot southwest. Let's keep going.
I'm seeing Zed moving towards shot southwest.
Fog. Damn.
I can only see about 150 meters through this fog.
Ah, it's too late for the nade. Plus, the nade wouldn't make much sense because it would just roll back downhill. All right. A few of them had to see that boat. Oh, yeah, they just took pot shots at me. But yeah, again, give them a little hint about one of the factions, at least one of the major ones. But yeah, gives them a little bit of things to question here.
The hell? The west.
Say that's gonna get docked with the mothership.
It's that island.
Even more questions, exactly. Because it can be a little hard to develop a world with very few roleplay elements, but we can make it work. Not the hardest thing in the world. Had a little camp up here, some guys that are watching stuff.
Lock that shit up.
Now I'm going to time accelerate to 60 to get rid of this fog. And I'm also going to move this. Oh, wow, that boat. Never mind, the fog just cleared up. Super easy. Pike is crashing, that's okay. He'll be brought back over, and the fog just quickly let up right there. See if they go for that shanty town. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really that much to loot up there, but I would think they looted it.
Yeah, in the truck. It's in my backpack now.
I wonder if how the Zubar. So Griggs took his rifle. Otherwise, yeah, you're seeing the bodies again starting to despawn. Okay, they're not going to investigate the camp. I mean, it doesn't add anything. There's a notepad I would spawn in here with some intel about the military doing bad things, but... Also, a nice tip is that if you check the map, you'll notice that there's no gray areas, so that is all spawned in. No, so this was an incident that happened in the plot timeline about, like, a year ago. They're all in there.
Any wheels?
I found a quad bike. Oh, by the way, remember that helicopter from earlier? Yeah, it's gonna come back. We can let them start crossing the bridge first. Oh, Jesus, zombie! Alright, I'll have to fly him manually. Yeah, I mean, I put time at a 60-minute timer. So every second that passes IRL, a minute would pass in the game, and it cleared up pretty thick. So it would have cleared up in the next 15 minutes anyway in game, give or take. Yeah, Pike will respawn where he crashed. I'll teleport him up. But I hope they heard this chopper and start making connections. I'm doing alright, Jonah. How have you been? That should be way away now. I'll wait till I get Pike TP'd up and then I'll, I don't get the objective of the op. It's an open world scenario where there's 3 different plot lines.
That takes 10 rounds.
It is just a sandbox with 3 different endgame scenarios. I originally budgeted them taking about 6 to 7 offs to do this. This might go up to 10. It's a Daisy spin-off game. Alright, so Pike, that's his spawn position. And he got oh wow. Okay, this... Okay, I'm gonna teleport him back. Okay. Hey, so, Pike, here's your body. The reason you spawned in dead was because, I wasn't at spawn, so when you respawned, it was a chopper crash site, so zombies spawned and mauled you while you were spawning in, so get all your gear, and then I'll teleport you a bit closer to him, okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
The android I grabbed off one of the bodies decided to kill me.
Yeah. C-tab crashing.
Yep.
Are you good to go?
Doesn't happen again. So just quickly repair some of these injuries.
I'll heal you.
Alright. Yeah, once you heal me, you can get me in
Cool.
there.
Yeah, so that was just a glitch of his character loading his stats and breaking, unfortunately, so... Now let's go ahead and write up the intel. What am I feeling like today? I thought about pre-writing the intel. I'm like, nah, you know, maybe I want to change something up last second. All right, and then hold up. These things got to be empty, which I can't even interact with, so I might teleport over and quickly change that. So let's see, file, documents, look over intel. Use pack. No, what? How do I want to write this one? Yeah. Shopping list, right? The hell? Oh, I just died. Yeah. Where will you be when zombies strike? Oh, I gotta remake the entire thing crap and they're right here. Here's what I can do. I have a backup. Pick up notes.
In the store. What you?
Notes.
Yeah. Clear left. Got medical lobby. It's gonna be over here.
Did we check the one to the south?
Or the other side. Take it over here.
Now, how do I want to play it? We need a blue 4 dude. Again, I got a bunch of different things set. I can do. I'm gonna then. I got knocked out again. Hungry zombies. Alright, I gotta be quick.
Fuel tank. Also get the down pilot right at the driver. Not down pilot, but down individual.
So these will probably have a bunch of vanilla stuff in them. Got 1911 mag up here too.
Looks like a notepad.
We'll get a pop-up if he can interact with it. There we go. There's always a zombie beat in my ass. But next hospital they go to... We'll have a thing. Let's see, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. Yeah, it's about 11:30.
Boss, I found a note on this guy.
I'm gonna shoot Drum a Steam message real quick just to tell him to wrap it up. I forgot, he communicates via Steam messages and I didn't have Steam open.
Okay.
Yeah, we do have the bodies over here too. Let's see if they take a notice to that. No, we gotta wrap it up because I gotta go to bed. I got class tomorrow morning.
152.
Oh shit, they found a 152. That's a good find. That's incredibly rare, actually. I think it's spawning on the heap. But yeah, this was all custom made. Yeah, it has to be because there's also a Effie that just spawned right there. Yeah, right, oh, Red Gunman.
Put the right next to the
Yeah, and then this was just a bunch of extra medical in case they needed it. And free booze. Sorry that my the voice thing isn't working right now. It's booped out. But thank you so much for the 15-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the Ops, man. And I hope you're getting a kick out of this. Looks like they're setting up the tents here. I don't think I can add that to my inner.
South side roof.
I can't move it.
It's just here.
Yeah.
Here's what I can do.
This tent's possessed.
Come on, let me down.
I'm gonna take it over here and debug it. Well, thank you for the raid. There we go. And let's see, in terms of these zombies, I'll let those go. I also found a hatchback here with
Put it over here. Put it over here.
only one wheel. And there's a few more zombies coming in. I'm not a maniac, I'm just a little bit crazy.
You right? Yeah.
So, Whale, how's Op4 Commander prepping for that thing this Saturday? I'm dying to know. Because I want to make my plan that anticipates his plan, and then I will plan around the plan that he is planning around my plan that I am planning around for his plan. Are you now, Whale? That's fair. I hope you like my ROE.
Good place to set camp. Well, we're right in the middle of an urban area. Where bodies like this guy outside, like all these guys outside.
It's all about the plan. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a massive 6-hour stream this Saturday. It's gonna be a 100+ person PvP event. It's like, actually no, it's 40 plus 59, so 99 person event. Plus there's gonna be Zeus's, so technically over 100. But I am Blue 4 Ground Command, and I'm making some pretty interesting things. I'm a little annoyed with my vehicle choice, but
I can't load this box into the
Close up
tent.
the doors. Barricade.
work with what we got.
Can't load this box in the tent.
Grab the shit out of the box and then
100+ players. When do I stream? There should be, if you scroll down from the Twitch interface, I fixed the schedule on Twitch, so now it should be accurate. Explode something? God, man, I can't... later in the campaign, trust me, there will be things that explode, but not right now. So yeah, these guys are still looting, so I'm gonna go ahead and unhide myself. Couldn't even open that door.
so one for medical and one for equipment. So all the equipment that's in this one tent, let's take it out and put it in the other.
Alright, I'm gonna put
Put equipment to the one on
equipment,
our left.
ammo, yeah.
When does the player base gonna die? We might not see that this campaign, but it depends on what route they do. And again, now that they're out of the tutorial area, the real fun's gonna begin next week. Not next week, 2 weeks from now, because I do this bi-weekly.
Confirm.
Yes, 506. I didn't put them in the mission or the title. Damn it. Well, I would hope if you guys look up, you know, the multi and see Drum, aka just 814, but then again, you know, some people don't. That's bad to assume.
Are you trying to put this box in the tent?
You won't be able to.
Okay.
These don't run with ace loading, so
Gotcha.
you can put stuff in that box or in the tents. It'll get rolled over for next time. Oh yeah, Remy will be in that Saturday PvP thing as an Op4 scout. I'm gonna give him a run for his money. Whale's gonna be in it as a member of Op4 as well. I don't know. This is gonna sound super nerdy, but if anyone's a fan of Star Trek Next Generation, that the episode where I think it was early on in the seasons, but where they had that play fight between the Galaxy class and another ship that Riker commanded. And then there was that whole data side plot with the game master of Strategea. But, you know, I feel like Riker, who has a bunch of weird tricks up his sleeve. Because that's what the commanding that operation is going to be, is just me trying to pull a bunch of crazy things to happen. And then also being normal when it requires, just to keep them on their toes. It's going to be weird. My main fear is they have a 45-minute advantage to place all of the IEDs they can, and I am quite scared about that. Op 4, so it'll be 59 players on Blue 4, 40 players on Op 4. Pure PvP. The only AI will be civilians, and there will also be a Zeus, which I envy. I want to be a Zeus in that. Like, I love Friday night fights, but I would love to see like a 100-person PvP event. You know? I'd love it. Yeah, so they emptied that box out. And they're loading what they don't want in the tents. Oh yeah, and one that's gonna last 6 hours. God, I would kill to Zeus or at least spectate something like that. Because that's what I love doing. Oh, I'm ready, Whale. I'm absolutely ready. I'm literally banking on the fact we're going to have like 10 to 15 minutes of desync in the first 6 hours as everyone joins in. Or at least the next like 59 people that puts the server up to 100 to freak the network out. I'm banking on it. But Whale, if I run out of respawn tickets and die, then you win, and I can't have that. Red Gunman, thank you for the 10 bits. But guys, we're wrapping it up right now, so AMA, do you want to ask me anything about what's going on? Feel free. Except you, Whale, or anyone else that's going to be on Op 4. I will not reveal secrets.
Yeah.
But I will say, at least for the next episode, we're about right here. I'll be curious to see where they go. If they try to go do the major military base.
Does it say for a Mosin?
But I've got a few special events planned for this area. And we'll see how things go.
Yes. Okay.
So the CCOs, I think this one's full. We had 2 slots open up today, but they were quickly taken back. It's through a group called the Coalition.
Put our AKM mag in here.
Did anyone else hear that shot?
Negative.
Negative.
No, I never asked him about stuff like that. Originally, the goal was Remy was going to be one of the scouts, I was going to be the other scout, but someone beat me to the role by literally like 5 seconds. And what sucks is my Discord glitched out, so I thought I got the role, and then I refreshed it after I was rejected, and I saw that his was just above Remy's, like 5 seconds from mine. I'm like, fuck. Network desync.
Putting a grip pod in here. Who dropped the AR? Was it out of ammo?
Any wandering traders?
Thank you.
This mission was designed with them, but Drum said limit the RP, so there's no traders.
I'm dropping a 5 to 11x scope in here.
Steven?
Long range.
Yeah.
I got 2 mags for it. Ooh!
Whoa.
Don't kick us out.
I heard that shot.
Let's split those. We got 400 rounds of.
'Cause
5.56,
Drum said
those
so,
mags,
and Drum's the guy in
split 'em off
charge,
and
so.
reload our mags.
Drum got PTSD. Yeah, he probably got PTSD from being saved by Bunny. He was so mad when I used Sergeant Fluffers.
I have a bunch of shotgun rounds.
Oh, he
I've
got
got
so
shotgun,
pissed
so
with me. It
I'll
was
split
so
those.
funny.
In fact, I'm keeping that double barrel. I'll split those rounds down.
That 9mm mag you gave me is not for a Beretta.
Oh, you've got an M9, not the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting 3 rusty food cans in here and a can opener if anyone needs to eat. I got 4 Mark 14 mags. Oh shit! I actually think I have ammo for that Chiappa. Who?
I put that in there. It has 2 more things in the bottom.
So we're just wrapping it up.
We had a 7.62.
So this
2
file
mags, 4
overrides
rounds,
dynamic
so
animals
7.62
because you
for
can actually
40.
like find rabbits and shoot them and gut them with a
1911
knife.
mag in there.
Alright.
K98 clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the zombies that are respawning.
Yeah. Got it?
Hands off.
Got it. You got it.
No, it's,
What did you get?
no,
I would have grabbed
it's
this.
What'd you
I
find?
would have grabbed the scan
Go ahead and pick it up if you can, but I can't.
What time's the thing on Saturday? I think it should be 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. EST. It's Blue 4 will come in by about like at 11
Got another
o'clock.
AR on this body out here.
But I don't know. Well, is the 6 hours after Blue 4 comes in? Or is the 6 hours when Op 4 comes in, so I only have 5 hours? I actually don't know.
Some mines if you want.
No, Drum will literally ban me. No Sergeant Fluffers. I can't risk it. Why are there so many time zones? Because there's so, like, because the time is different in, like, 48 parts of the world, I think? 48? Something like that.
Ooh, I guess put all your medical supplies that you don't need in the medical box. That would make sense.
Well, actually, it would be better if you put them in the tents, because I'm not sure this would roll over if I do my little script on it. We can test it, though.
Tent
Is there
right
a
there.
medical tent?
Yeah,
There's a tent that
it's
looks...
medical and food and water and stuff.
I don't know. Well, with how the map's divided, I will probably get it done
yeah,
in
those first aid kits
4.
have a bunch of shit in each one of them.
But that's if
So we drop stuff on the
PvP goes
ground,
my
it'll
way.
disappear, right?
Yes, it needs to be put in a tent or kept in your inventory.
Well, I'm trying to ditch some shit. I have another Geiger counter in my backpack. When we start next mission, can we switch out our ammo? So, like, I've got a bunch of Glock mags, and I've got a bunch of empty Beretta mags, assuming I didn't drop them all. Can we just switch the mags out for light?
DM me and I can go in and I can make some changes to your kits, or I can just just DM me after the mission and I can make that work.
Because, like, I got a double barrel shotgun and I got like 40 rounds of 12 gauge, but I can't put them in because they're all 8 round.
Is there a spot to save our logo?
Guess I got a fancy new Samsung out of this. The Android is a Galaxy S20.
Yep. That's the
That's our mod pack.
that's the new mod pack. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So when you say that, well, does that mean they're gonna add a bunch more buildings?
All of our ammo will all be back to
That'll be
green.
interesting.
We had a fuck ton of mags at the beginning of this mission, and we used them all. So even if we get that 400 rounds of saw ammo back in regular mags, we're gonna go through it all real fast again. That's only like 6 or 7 round or mags.
Anyway, I'm gonna wrap the stream up here. I'll DM Whale.
So I think we need to try to.
Yeah, so
avoid
just
the
a nice
walkers,
standard
just shoot the runners.
exploration thingamajig. They're just talking about how they burned through most of their ammo today, which makes sense. But otherwise, we'll see how things go.
Disconnect here, then.
That and more, yeah, I'm willing to bet there's gonna be some
server
extra
stages
hidden
and stuff.
tunnels
Once you put
anyway,
everything
so
that you wanted to drop in the
not
the tank,
surprised. But anyway, thanks so much for
we need
watching,
to
guys.
disconnect. Did we get
Go
all-
operate operationally.
If-
Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. Have a good one.
Words are hard.
Alright, I'm going.